I was there when you fell from the clouds and landed in the desert. There was a thunder inside of my heart. There was a wonderful pleasure. And like a stallion racing the rain, you rode on the back of my bike. I knew from the song that you sang, you were my lover for life. There's no time to sleep. Living in a dream. So take me to the paradise in your eyes, green like American money. You taste just right, sweet like Tennessee honey. Then we can run away, swimming in the sunlight every day.
Passing the torch, I guess, down with the development of Ryder Garnsey. He's becoming more of a dodging threat and distributor.
You got five, you got five, you got five.
I hope he's taking some lessons from me on how to build his game.
He's been very influential, I think, with Ryder in helping Ryder understand the kinds of plays that he intuitively makes and the kinds of plays that he needs to discipline himself to make.
I think that's going to help us this upcoming postseason run.
There was a highway inside of a ride. There was a buried treasure. And we got caught in the storm. You started flying a kite. At the end was the key to my heart. You were my love for life. There's no time to sleep. So take me to the paradise in your eyes, green like American money. You taste just right, sweet like Tennessee honey. And we can run away, swimming in the sunlight every day. Paradise in your eyes, green like American money.
There's a lot on your skin, painted gold on your feet. If you're gonna lean into me, make sure you feel the heat. You can take what you want, but when you take it from me, I'll make sure that you fall upon the floor, down to your knees. I'm betting on a miracle to get me peace. For a miracle, just you and me. Hey, yeah, I wanna know if you're gonna be there, 'cause it's hard to believe or see, yeah, yeah. Oh, I do
saw an opening, and the long pole creates, and Notre Dame leaves Charlottesville with a win.
Ryder Garnsey with the biggest goal of his career. Look at the celebration.
Very, very dangerous.
So Mikey Wynn, one of the big pieces on this offense, his guy up front, his boy, is Ryder Garnsey. Obviously, we heard from Coach Corrigan, he wasn't real thrilled with how last year went, contemplated transferring, but he's back. What do you expect from Garns?
Well, he better be good. I can tell you that much. And he's such a good player, and he's such a big part of this. When you look at his statistics, I mean, a couple of the guys that we've talked about, you know, you look at big-time goal scorers, not as big as facilitators. He had 20 and 23 last season. So he's the guy that stirs the pot. He's a clutch player. Obviously, we remember his celebration after scoring the game winner last season that went viral. But he's a guy now that needs to earn the confidence again of his teammates, and the best way to do that, the best way to fix anything is winning. And so he's got to go out there and have a career year. He wanted that number 50 because Kavanaugh wore it, and he was fantastic for them. So I think we're going to see a stellar year from Ryder Garnsey, not only because I think he's the best player on this team, especially the best offensive player, but because he needs to. Otherwise, it might be a long season with some tough losses for Notre Dame.
Look, he put a lot of those expectations on himself with how he performed as a freshman. Maybe a little bit of a slump. We will see if he can come back up now as a junior, staying in South Bend.
This isn't real, it's all in my head, I can feel it. I'm imagining this, can I wake up from this dream all over? Fall back to sleep, please. For a second, for a minute, can we go? For a second, for a minute, can we go? For a second, for a minute, can we go? For a second, for a minute, can we go? Can we go back when we were young and didn't care if we messed up? We have forever, so we got lost in each other, 'cause time wasn't catching, time wasn't catching. Now we were young and didn't care if we messed up. We have forever, so we got lost in each other, 'cause time wasn't catching, time wasn't catching. Thought our paper crowns were silver and gold. We thought our arms were feathers and hollow bones. The more I'm learning, the more I don't know. I feel smaller, the more. For a second, for a minute, can we go? For a second, for a minute, can we go? For a second, for a minute, can we go? For a second, for a minute, can we go? Can we go back when we were young and didn't care if we messed up? We have forever, so we got lost in each other, 'cause time wasn't catching, time wasn't catching. Now we were young and didn't care if we messed up. We have forever, so we got lost in each other, 'cause time wasn't catching, time wasn't catching.
Elsewhere in the AC news out of South Bend, Indiana, several reports today saying Notre Dame senior attackman Ryder Garnsey has been ruled academically ineligible, will not play this 2019 season. College Cross was the first outlet to report this news. Garnsey led the team in scoring the last 2 years, doing that while starting just 9 of the Irish's 15 games during his junior year last season. Garnsey had an interesting couple of years here. Following his sophomore season, he received his transfer release from Notre Dame. He had looked into transferring to Virginia, but instead, because of the transfer rules within the ACC, decided he would go back to school at Notre Dame, was embraced by the team, but we had the up and down thing about not starting and starting last year. It's been an interesting career for Ryder Garnsey.
And when he's been in there, he's been really good.
Really good.
His career stats, take a look at him right there. He was the 2016 ACC Freshman of the Year, an Inside Lacrosse All-American in 2017, 76 goals, 49 career assists, 2.8 points per game, 125 points in his career. Now, we did reach out to Notre Dame about his status, actually.
Yeah, and Notre Dame told us today its university policy is that they don't comment on any academic matter regarding a student athlete. So we wait and see with Ryder Garnsey.
Two lacrosse blue bloods, Johns Hopkins and Notre Dame, set to take the field as we wrap up a fantastic weekend of college lacrosse in the first round of the NCAA lacrosse tournament. Notre Dame has been to 14 straight NCAA tournaments. Meanwhile, we've got big news on the Notre Dame front. See that number 50 right there? That's a familiar number. And the locks coming out of the back of the helmet? Yeah, that's Ryder Garnsey. He's been ineligible all season long, hasn't played because of academic issues. He's dressed, and he's playing tonight for Notre Dame.
He's back. How about the timing of this one for 50 and white? How does it impact the offensive chemistry? 14 games without him. Well, now he's back in the lineup. But he's different than every other Notre Dame offensive player. He's got that street ball feel to his game, the flair. A lot of the other players on this Notre Dame offense play within the system, and he will be an absolute headache to deal with. I think everyone wants to know, when will 50 and white Ryder Garnsey make his 2019 debut?
Eligible for the first time today to play for the Irish. He's dressed and can play to the left in this first half.
Who has the ball right now? Ryder Garnsey. He's back.
Number 50 for the Irish. First minutes of the season. And we'll see how he meshes with this team. It's always going to be an interesting deal. And the chemistry, if you will.
Just like an angel.
Cam just thought about it, peeled away. Now Garnsey will get a chance. And look at the Notre Dame bench.
Notre Dame team. He's a scorer who makes plays, and he's had a rough year. Sitting watching 14 games being academically ineligible. You gotta love the fact that he grinded and went to practice every single day. So right now, you gotta be happy for this kid. Chris passing, skip pass.
Garnsey looking. Jump shot. Score! Didn't you say he was the offensive player with flair? The lights are good. This is going to be trouble. Garnsey, hat-trick.
I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want want you to notice when I'm not around. I wish I was special. You're so very special. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here.
I mean, Ryder is an incredible player. We've known, I've had the pleasure of playing with him for the past 3 years, and I've known that everything that he's capable of. And so when he came back, it wasn't anything new that we're putting in. We didn't put in any new plays, any new sets, anything like that. We just knew that Ryder, always just takes attention. He's an incredible player, like I said, and he always just draws some type of attention, regardless of whether he has the ball or he doesn't. So it opens up a lot of other stuff around all of us. And I mean, he makes us a better player, just like everyone else on the field. On and off the field, they all made us better players.
Yeah, Ryder's an unbelievable talent, but he's a competitor first. So I mean, I've never played with a kid who wants to win more than Ryder. So he has cool goals. A lot of hype surrounding Ryder. He handles it so well, and I think that just speaks to the type of kid he is, and he just wants to win. It's that simple. So I mean, having him back on top of the talent that he brings is just like that fire and that energy. And I mean, he's like a little kid. It's funny. I mean, it reminds me of when I play with him. It just reminds me of when I was in middle school, wanting to win that championship on a hot summer day, tournament style, and he just brings that extra energy and fire that is just so fun to play with. So
kind of to piggyback on that, I mean, he just, and you can see it in anything he does. He's just always the most competitive kid out there. You'd be playing, FIFA against them, and he's calling you names and stuff, and just like his desire to win is just incredible.
Kevin, same question. I mean, what does Ryder add when he's out there, and what did he show you today?
I think he's got a unique skill set. He draws a lot of attention. When the ball gets in and out of his stick, he just sees the field. He knows the plays to make, and he can make a lot of different plays. Not everybody has the range of plays that they can make like he does. So, guys like that make people around him better.